Curious about PM Modi's recent five nation tour? This visit wasn't just about diplomacy, it's India's big push to strengthen ties with the global south. From Ghana and Namibia in Africa to Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, plus Argentina and Brazil in Latin America, the aim is clear: boost trade, secure critical minerals, deepen defense cooperation, and celebrate cultural bonds. Stay tuned as we break down how this tour cements India's leadership in the global south. Hello, students. This is the sixth lecture in the series of international relations, which we have recently launched on our YouTube channel. Let's begin with the topic. Out of five countries visited by Prime Minister Modi, let's look at the visit of Ghana. It is a historic visit because it is the first Indian Prime Minister visit in 3 decades. India Ghana economic ties are strengthening, and Ghana is one of West Africa's fastest growing economies. It has robust trade and investment with India, and India is the largest destination for Ghanaian exports, such as gold, which is more than 70%. India and Ghana has strategic partnership, and recently it has been elevated to comprehensive partnership. It focuses on food security, pharmaceuticals, and development cooperation. As India and Ghana have comprehensive partnership, so you must know what is meant by comprehensive partnership when we are dealing at the bilateral relation or at the international context. Comprehensive partnership denotes broad multi area cooperation. It covers areas like technology, security, and culture. There is regular high level dialogue. And fourthly, it has long term strategic ties. And in comprehensive partnership, there is trust and priority in relations. India and Ghana are also cooperating in the realm of security and defense. Both countries are training their armed forces in context of maritime security, defense supply, and cyber security. There is a cooperation in context of critical minerals and technology. For example, there is cooperation in exploration and mining of critical minerals, and India is sharing its UPI digital payment experience. Recently, Prime Minister Modi has been awarded with an diplomatic honor, that is, Companion of the Order of the Star of Ghana, for distinguished statesmanship and global leadership. It is the highest diplomatic award by Ghana to any individual. The second country we're gonna cover is Trinidad and Tobago. It is the first Indian Prime Minister bilateral visit since 1999. 40 to 45% of the Caribbean Indian diaspora lives here. PM Kamala Prasad Bisesar and President Krishan Karla Kangalu are of Indian origin, and it marks 180 years of Indian immigrant arrival in Trinidad and Tobago. There is steady economic ties. Trade between India and Trinidad and Tobago is at $34,161 million according to financial year 2024-25. Why Indians migrated to Trinidad and Tobago? First, indentured labor system. After slavery was abolished in 1834, British planters needed workers for sugar plantations. As India was a colony of Britishers, recruitment from India. Indians were recruited mainly from UP and Bihar under 5-year contracts, often with misleading promises. Third, there was economic hardships in India, such as poverty, famines, and lack of local jobs pushed many to migrate. Fourth is colonial legacy. The British encouraged migration to maintain plantation economies. As we know, in the year 1600, British came to India, and for 347 years, that is till 1947, British controlled India through its colonial policies. So this policy encouraged Indians to migrate to Trinidad and Tobago for their economic desires. Last is legacy. Over 180 years later, Indo-Trinidadians form a large influential part of the country's population and the culture. Thus, from the UPSC perspective, it is important to know the location of Trinidad and Tobago. As seen in the map, it is located between the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. And you must know, physiographically, the Caribbean region is mainly a chain of islands surrounding the Caribbean Sea, and it has 26 countries. The Caribbean region includes 13 independent island nations and several dependent territories. The fourth country which Prime Minister Modi visited was Brazil. Brazil is India's largest trading partner in South America, and recently Prime Minister has met Brazilian President at BRICS Leader Summit held in Rio de Janeiro. If you want to know each and every aspect related to the recent BRICS Summit, we have recently uploaded fifth lecture that is on BRICS under the playlist International Relations. You can watch that video. The fifth country which Indian Prime Minister visited was Namibia. The bilateral trade between India and Namibia is growing and it is currently at $600 million. India and Namibia are investing in mining, manufacturing, diamond processing, and services in Namibia. Recently, there was a cheetah translocation project. 8 cheetahs from Namibia was released by PM at Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh in 2022. It is the world's first intercontinental translocation of a major carnivorous species. So, thus, Namibia is an important partner in environmental conservation and enhancing biodiversity around the world. What India can gain from the recent visits? As India is considered as a voice of the global south, thus it reinforces India's leadership role in the global south and it will promote South South cooperation. It also strengthens India's economic diplomacy and strategic alliances. It counters China's influence with democratic and transparent partnerships, as well as it enhances cultural and diaspora linkages. The diplomatic trip aimed to reinforce partnerships on both sides of the Atlantic and strengthen India's collaboration with regional arms and multilateral platforms including BRICS, the African Union, Economic Community of the West African States, and the Caribbean Community, which is also known as CARICOM. So, you also must know what is African Union. It is a continental body of 55 African countries formed in 2002, replacing the Organization of African Unity. Its headquarters is located in Ethiopia, that is Addis Ababa. The aim of the African Union is to promote unity and solidarity among its members, ensure peace, security, and stability, support economic integration, uphold democratic and human rights. The key initiative of the African Union is Agenda 2063 for Africa's development. You also must know about Economic Community of West African States, that is ECOWAS. It was founded in 1975. It consists of 15 West African member countries and its headquarters is located in Abuja, Nigeria. Thus, it becomes important for your prelims examination. It also promotes economic integration, and the goal of ECOWAS is free movement, common market, and peacekeeping, and it is considered as a key regional bloc for stability and growth. Lastly, you also must know about CARICOM, that is Caribbean Community. It was founded in 1973 and it consists of 15 Caribbean countries. Its headquarters is located in Georgetown, Guyana. The purpose is to promote economic integration and cooperation. The key goal of CARICOM, that is Caribbean Community, is single market and economy. Second, to coordinate foreign policy. Third, enhance human and social development. Fourth, strengthen security collaboration. Its significance is that it is a major regional bloc for Caribbean unity and growth. As Global South is making a voice at the global level, it is important to know the importance of South South cooperation. First, South South cooperation is driving economic growth. Over half of recent global growth comes from the global South. Second, increasing trade. Intra South trade exceeds a quarter of global trade, boosting integration. Third, South South cooperation is bringing foreign direct investment as major share of global FDI promotes infrastructure, jobs, and technology. Fourth, South South cooperation is also helping in poverty alleviation, that is, remittances are lifting millions from poverty, which is supporting the vulnerable communities. Lastly, you must know what are the issues in South South cooperation. There is a power imbalance. Stronger countries exploit weaker partners. For example, there is criticism of China. such as its aggressive approach in South China Sea. Second, environmental and health concerns. Resource extraction can harm environment and public health. Third, there is a misuse of aid. Financial assistance has been diverted from intended development goals, such as it goes into the corruption or other things. Fourth is non interference limits. It hinders the conflict resolution and economic interests are prioritized. Fourth is non interference limits. It hinders the conflict resolution and economic interests are prioritized. Fifth, there is weak institution and capacity. There is no shared agenda of the global south. There are regional rivalries such as India, Pakistan, China, India, and there are limited financial resources. Lastly, there is a North dominated mindset. Continued dependence on and the influence of global North, especially the US hegemony, is halting the South South cooperation. Hope you have find the video helpful for your examination. If you liked it, do share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.